So the concept is going from a sales mode to what I call a leadership mode. And I'll give you an example here in a second. So when I say sales mode, I almost mean like kind of this point of maybe desperation that some of us feel, like we're kind of, as I like to say, clawing for something, or trying to grab somebody into our business to be a client. Or sometimes I'll describe it as this feeling of like kind of swimming when you're like dog paddling and just trying to keep your head above water. That mentality can be, I should say, kind of that sales mentality. I've got to close them. I've got to get them into my ring, so to speak. And that's the mentality that I want everybody to move away from. No matter what the business, you should not have to feel like you're in sales mode unless you absolutely love it. So from sales to leadership is simply this: how to go from this feeling like you're dog paddling to being a true leader in your industry. We need more leaders. People are looking for leaders. People are begging for leadership in our country. At every single level, people are looking for people to follow. And it's so possible, I don't want to say it's so easy, but it's possible for you to be a leader. So I'm going to give you an example of what I mean, and then I'll back it up with what we're doing here at Hera Hub. I had a great conversation with one of our members who went through one of our strategic planning days recently. And brand new business owner, she actually purchased a franchise. So she's a franchisee, and it's a senior fitness franchise where she goes into senior fitness facility, or not fitness facilities, sorry, senior living facilities, and delivers the silver sneakers, which I guess is the Rolls Royce of senior fitness classes, to this senior facility. And so she bought a territory in North County, San Diego, and was handed a list of all the senior living facilities in North County, San Diego with phone numbers, and told to call them. This is how we drum up business. We call the centers, and very complete with names and phone numbers. So this young woman does what she's told, and she calls all these senior living facilities. And guess what the outcome was? Not so good. No, we already have somebody on staff. No, we don't need that. No, we're not interested. And that's at best, just doesn't get a phone call back. So she's frustrated, she's disheartened. She's just bought this franchise, and so far the directions from the franchisor have been sell, 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 pick up the phone and sell. So I said, let's frame this in a different way. What if you position yourself as a leader in the marketplace? Like, how do I do that? So I said, what are you passionate about? Why did you buy this franchise? What's your passion behind it? And she said, I really want seniors to be well and be fit and live longer. And I said, that's amazing, that's awesome. Don't you think that the folks that own these senior care facilities have the same interest, right? They also share your passion, because frankly, from a dollar and cent standpoint, beyond the human interest, of course, which is the important piece, but they're also in the back of their mind thinking, well, the longer somebody lives, the longer they're my client, right? And the healthier they are, the happier they are. So everybody wins in this equation. So I said, you need to start a movement. So I suggested that she start the San Diego Senior Fitness Coalition. And she set a goal, a tangible goal, and a measurable goal. Something that people can believe in, get behind, and also measure. The measurability is really, really important when you set a vision. So together, we just sort of made something up on the fly. I don't know if it's ultimately what she'll go with, but I said, what if you set a challenge for the San Diego community to get 10,000 seniors to walk 10,000 steps by the end of this year, by the end of 2014, about 6 months out. What if you started a coalition of people that cared about this, that wanted to get behind this movement? So physical therapists, for example, that work with the senior community, anybody that comes into contact with the senior community and is also supporting that senior community. And I said, just reach out to some of these organizations that maybe help organize these particular individuals, say physical therapists, for example, or find somebody that perhaps, works with physical therapists all over the county, or nurses, or things of that nature, other folks that are also passionate about this, and start a coalition. So we looked up San Diego's seniorfitness.com. She registered it, and her next step is just to put, a few pieces of information up on the website, which is super easy to do, and to start reaching out to some of these organizations who might also want to help her create this movement, so to speak, and set a goal, whether it's 10,000 steps by the end of the year. Put some structure in place. How are you going to do that? Is that through some events? Is that through getting physical therapists to, get their clients on board with this? Whatever it is, start a movement, be a leader, and guess what the tone of her conversation is going to be when she gets in front of the decision maker at this senior living facility? Hey, Mr. So-and-so, I've started a movement to get 10,000 seniors to walk 10,000 steps by the end of 2014. Would you like to be part of that movement? Totally different conversation than, hey, will you buy my class? Totally different conversation. So from sales to leadership, the way we implement that here at Hera Hub is, I am the one who set the vision. I'm the founder of the company. And for me, it's supporting over 20,000 women in the launch and growth of their business through 200 locations over the next 5 years. It's measurable, it's inspiring. Can you imagine the ripple effect of 20,000 women started a business and created an opportunity for others to create that platform for them, where the ripple effect is they're hiring people, they're putting money back into the economy, they're inspiring the next generation to start their own business. That's the vision of what I've created. And it's such a different conversation to say, would you like to be part of my movement to help 20,000 women start and grow their business over the next 5 years, versus saying, hey, pay me X per month to be part of this? Totally different conversation.